sticking around a bit. Definitely visiting my family. This is definitely a time where you gotta go see your family. My mom's getting the point. She's getting the idea though that I like to stick around here now, so she's gonna have to come visit me a lot more. But this will be a time definitely where I go up to New York and definitely enjoy some time. I got the Pro Bowl coming up, and be a time with my family as well, and just do the right thing. Definitely be around here though. I think being around here is what helped me out for my season. Being around the guys, being around the teammates, just doing all the little things, training, eating right, everything else that comes along with just being here.
Were you able to talk your mom out of moving, or into moving? I mean, and how much has she meant to you just as you've gotten to this point?
My mom's been everything to me since I got to this point. But I haven't really got her ready to want to move yet. But she's gotten to the point where she knows that she knows that I'm good, and she knows whenever she wants to come down, it's all right. But she loves working with special needs kids, and it's just something that's not easy to give up. It takes a lot of hard work, time, patience, and dedication. So, she's dedicated to her job just as well as I'm dedicated to mine.
Ray, after a Pro Bowl season, do you feel like you've raised the bar for yourself, and now you'll be expecting even more in the future?
I mean, definitely. I'm never a guy who's satisfied of anything that I've done. The Pro Bowl and everything else, that was a team honor. But you got to set goals each day. This league's all about reinventing yourself. So every day I just plan on reinventing myself and going out there trying to set more goals for next year.
Ray, how do you assess this season? You put in a lot of work in the off season, putting on a little weight, some muscle, and then you have the kind of year that you had statistically and just leading this offense. How do you feel about your 2009 season overall?
I've been wanting to answer this question, because I finally got some time to sit back and reflect on it. What I did this year was very special. It hasn't 2,000 something all-purpose yards, the catching, the running. But like I said, that all came from off season. My off season, in a sense, was my season. What I put into the off season was my season. So I had time to really think about it. It was a great season for me, great way to get myself, on the radar where the respect that I wanted in this league. I don't want to be a guy that just, they say, oh, he's a third down back in this league. I think now, going into next year, guys have to say, he's an overall football player. We got to prepare for him, and that's when your training and everything else becomes different because you're no longer, the guy who's just a scat back. You're the guy who you got to defend, run, and pass. And everything else.
Right. Because of your ability to play all three downs, do you view yourself as sort of being the offensive centerpiece of this team?
I see myself as a playmaker for this team. I don't just want to be a guy that who's known to come in on third down. But third down is the biggest down. So obviously on third down, that's when you got to play lights out. And you don't take the value for a guy that just plays third down because look at what Kelly Washington did for us. He was a receiver, came in on 3 wide. But he was lights out on third down. But I see myself as a playmaker. I see this offense growing. I see ourselves adding more playmakers to this offense, to where, I can do different things. Joe's doing different things. It's an ever-growing offense, and the more playmakers we have, the better we'll be.
Is that because of the confidence level you take to week in, week out? When did you realize that you could do this every snap, and when did you realize that you could play in this league?
I realized I can play in this league by playing against my own teammates. It had nothing to do with playing against another team. I made plays out in OTAs, mini camps, training camp, and that's just without referees and everything else that's going along. So if I can make it against my own teammates, which I figure we're a great team with great players, why not be able to do it against, somebody else who don't get to see me every day. My teammates get to see what I do every day in practice, and then, another team only get to see what the film produces. So when I actually get out there, I feel like, I'm a step ahead, because I know I can make these plays, and if they judging off the film, they do what they can do to stop you, but then it's just your will against the next team's will.
You talk about reinventing yourself. Is that just the constant adjustments from opposing defenses week in, week out, that you've got to alter certain things to be successful?
You have to. For example, look at Indy's defense. I couldn't play the same I did against Indy than I did in New England. it's two different defenses. So you got to realize who you're playing that week. And and I talk about reinventing yourself, where teams are going to play you different. Some teams might play a wider end, and some teams might spy you with a linebacker. Some teams might even bring the extra safety down. So every week is just a reinventing point. That's just something I think I'll have to get better at. That's my off-season adjustment. I'll get better at recognizing what defense is doing against me, so I can make the adjustment not the week after. I can make it during the game.
Ray, you worked very well with